Hi everyone, my name is Timon Smektawa and I'm the lead game designer of Dying Light 2. You just take the slums, you take the old town, you combine them and you double the number, and that's roughly the size of the game space in Dying Light 2. If you want to know the number, it's more than 6 square kilometers big, almost 7 square kilometers.
Yeah, that's a big number right there. What's that? 7 square kilometers? Like, let's translate that to acres. How many acres do you get? Holy crap, that's a lot of acres. That's a lot of acreage. Maybe that's why it took so long to complete this game. It is supposed to release this year too. But yeah, it's big. The game is big, guys. All right, cool. Yeah, let's move on.
An example of this is in one of the quests you can, for example, save an opera singer. If you do that, if you make a correct choice, then she appears in one of the hubs, in one of the save zones in the game, and starts singing. So, for example, if you play with the peacekeepers, they start installing so-called combat helpers, combat traps that you can use while fighting with bandits or infected or whatever. If you side with survivors and you give parts of the city to survivors, they start installing things like zip lines and trampolines.
Hang on to that cock, man!
And other stuff that makes the traversal easier. So depending on your choices, you can also shape the gameplay space, the gameplay environment, and have a different experience depending on what you do. The next one is, how diverse are regions in Dying Light 2? Will we see fields and plains, suburbs, or any additional locations? So as you know, the game takes place inside a city, and it's a huge city, so as all of the huge cities out there in the world, it's actually quite diverse. Within those regions, there are 7 zones where you can make decisions and assign those zones to different factions. So, for example, if you side with survivors, you will start seeing things like fields or bakeries.
So good.
Okay, but what about the guns?
Yes, guns. Another question that came up very often. So this is something we have also been telling you guys already. So there are no firearms in the world of Dying Light 2. Why?
What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair.
Why? Because it's a world where the civilization is destroyed, is gone. So actually no one is able to create like professional firearms.
Yeah, tell that to the modders. Modders are gonna be modding the freaking shit out of this game, creating all kinds of firearms. That's what you're gonna get Dying Light. So I know I'm taking the funny approach to this whole thing, but that's what's gonna happen. So
having said that, there's actually one option you can choose to use something similar to a firearm, and this is a handmade shotgun. A very nice tool we have introduced for you to craft with the stuff you have found, you can find during exploration. When you craft it, when you create it, you can start using it using your left hand.
Oh, double barrel here! Blow your butts, the kingdom come!
So you can have a shotgun in your left hand and a machete or a sword or a hammer in your second one. And it really allows you to combine those two tools in combat encounters. A very powerful combination. But the thing is that the shotgun, because it's handmade, it doesn't last long. So it can get destroyed very easily. So it's up to you when you decide to use that powerful piece of weapon. Okay, so is the grappling hook still in the game, or as it was in the extended gameplay trailer? If yes, how does it work? So of course it is still in the game. So I think the most important thing for us was to make the grappling hook as real, as natural, as physical as possible. So it works differently now. You will not be able to fly through the whole map in 1 minute, as in the first game. As I said, it's way more physical and way more realistic. So if you need something to help you imagine this, is that in the first game, with the grappling hook, you could almost feel like Spider-Man.
Stairways are for Peter Parker. Spider-Man can take a shortcut.
Some days it feels good being your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
In this game, in the second game, you feel more like a Tarzan. Swinging on ropes and everything. So of course you could say, I prefer to be a Spider-Man than a Tarzan. Good for you, but wait till you see the thing in action. It's really immersive. Oh, this one is very important and very interesting. The question is, will there be cars, vehicles in the main game area? So the answer is, you will be driving inside a vehicle in one specific mission, the one we have shown to you in our last demo.
I guess they forgot about the Doom buggies too, right? And we had Doom buggies in the following, so we lost our technology to create firearms, and apparently we can't create even Doom buggies anymore. But during one mission, we do get to drive a vehicle in Dying Light. Yay. I guess they'll save the Doom buggies for the DLC when they open up the Heartland. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I know I took like I said, the funny approach to this whole thing. Just switching it up, trying something different. But if you enjoyed it, drop a like. If you didn't, dislike, whatever. But I'll see you guys soon. Peace.